How my ex-girlfriend cheated on me with a guy, got pregnant, and tried to convince me that the baby was mine.
Is she serious? Wait, let her cook, okay? Maybe she is real.
Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all paid. Money coming, it's just money.
Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. So imagine being a whole lesbian with a lesbian girlfriend, and then she cheated on you, and then got pregnant, then try to convince you that the baby is yours. Yo, you can make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up.
Story time on how my ex-girlfriend cheated on me with a guy, got pregnant, and tried to convince me that the baby was mine. Right, you lot were hounding me for this one. You lot took it to the DMs and all sorts. So yeah, I'm just gonna share the story. The baby was yours. Right, now this was a long time ago. We're talking about 8 years ago, and yes, I do count the years. I met this girl out once. So I was out clubbing, gay clubbing, and started talking to this girl. We exchanged numbers.
So they're both gay.
I'm not gonna lie,
this is a gay
guys,
relationship.
Fire,
just so you know.
like beautiful.
Okay,
do you know what I mean?
She's good looking.
And we got talking. Now, as soon as we started kind of talking, like talking on the phone, the first red flag was she started trauma dumping. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like trauma dumping is a big red flag. Yeah. And I must say, the level of mental health we're dealing with here is super severe. Like, some of the stuff that she had went through, I'll be real, guys. If it was me, I would have left Earth a long time ago. I'm not going to lie. So please bear that in mind as I tell this story. And it, like, obviously, yeah, the thought process and everything was just all messed up. So we got talking. Now, there was always like sexual chemistry between us. I'm not gonna lie, like it was very strong, very strong. But pretty early on, I kind of noticed that she weren't okay, let's just say. And when I had met her, she was actually in a relationship at the time. And you know, like, I don't know if you have any of those friends where you can see how they are in a relationship, and you just know you will never go there. Like, you just think, I will never go there. Like, it can't work. And our friendship was very turmoil. You know, we would argue, we'll make up again, argue. And just to give you an idea to the extent of it, like, every time we argued, for example, we won't speak for weeks, sometimes a couple months. And it would always end up in her threatening me. Like, she would always threaten to unalive me. I'm not joking. You know, she would turn up at my house sometimes, and, you know, try and pop my ties, try and smash up my yard. Like, she was all over the place. And our friendship lasted about 2 years before we started dating, so it was on and off, just crazy.
Oh, they were just friends.
And you know, I used to have this thing called like savior syndrome. Maybe some of you can relate. You know, I've got a big heart, so you know, I always try to. Obviously, I'm different now. I can't run that on me now, but you know, I always try and give people grace. Do you know what I mean? Like, I try and understand where they've come from. You know, and I try not judge their decision makings. You know. I try not to judge her decision making, basically. And so, yeah, like I said, she used to threatened my family as well. She was pretty manipulative, and I'm not trying to speak bad on her. This is just my perspective. Like I said, there's always mine, hers, and somewhere in the middle of the truth, right? And we got close, you know. I always made sure that I never done anything physical with her, as in, I never put myself in any compromising situations. I never let her come around mine. I never went to hers. Every time we met, it was in a public place, because I knew if me and an attractive girl in a room, I just knew it would be game over. So I never put myself in a position. I just never wanted to go there. So after about 2 years of us having this turmoil friendship, I remember one of my friends had said to me, do you know what, you might as well just give her a chance and date her, because nobody likes her but you. What? And the reason why she said this, because she also threatened my friends. She used to threaten and call them to unalive them all. I don't know why she wanted to unalive them.
Why is this girl still around?
It sounds crazy. And look, I know
like
you lot obviously that last TikTok I made, you lot were laughing, kicking, carking, but it was actually very traumatic, guys. I'm not even joking. And so one of my friends had convinced me, like, look, just give her a chance, because why not? Like, you guys have been friends for 2 years now. There must be something about her that you like. I still blame my friend till this day. I thought, you know what, maybe she's right. So cut a long story short, we kind of started seeing each other. Now, I had gone over to her house the first mistake I made. And obviously, you know, went to her house and we done adult things, you know, as it happens.
Okay.
And then the next red flag for me, well, this was like the third or fourth red flag. She told me like she had loved me the next day, which I found that very uncomfortable. And
The
I thought,
next day is crazy.
Situation. But I kind of, you know, dipped my foot in it, so I thought I'm just going to see this through now.
Okay.
So we started dating and we were officially together. Now, maybe about, we didn't date long, by the way, it was like 6 weeks. That's how much I could have taken of this girl.
All this happened in
Now,
6 weeks?
The first time we started dating, I remember she started talking to this other stud. Now I knew this stud and she was obsessed with this stud, and I couldn't understand why. And to cut a long story short, she ended up cheating on me first time with this stud. Like,
The stud's the one that got her pregnant?
And the way I found that out was because I remember I was at her place one time and she kept saying, oh, you know, can you meet her? Can you meet her? So I already know who the girl is, and it was pissing me off that you're obsessed with this girl.
Right.
And then I did the phone test. You know when you like grab someone's phone and then their reaction. Obviously I don't do stuff like that. You know, like I said, so a long time ago, guys, don't judge me. And then I knew right there and then there was something going on. So she admitted to me that the girl liked her, but she pretended that she didn't like the girl. And then I said, I feel uncomfortable with your friendship, so I didn't want her to be friends with the girl anymore. And then 1 minute she'll say, okay, I won't be friends with her. And then 2-3 days later she'll be like, no, I really want to be friends with her. So it got to a point where I said, you know what, do what you want. Like, I can't deal with this. And then when she one time she said she wanted to go hang out with her, and I said, you know what, you're actually taking the piss. Like I'm over this. I'm over this relationship. This cheeky girl, yeah. After we had this big argument, she must have Snapchatted a video of her going to this girl's house, and they were laying in bed. They weren't doing nothing, but they were just laying in bed. I was fuming, like my ego was hurt, everything. And there's a lot I've done for this girl as well, yeah. And so, anyways, after I saw that, I kind of just broke up off with her, yeah. And then she called me a few days later, crying, threatening to unalive me again. My life was threatened many times. And then I thought to myself, look, I know she's cheated on me, but I need to figure out how it's true. So I said to her, look, you got one chance to admit the truth to me. If I find out you're lying, you will never ever have me again. And she panicked and obviously admitted to it, and I was fuming. So anyways, some big hoo-ha. I broke up with her. Now we had broken up at this point, so this is the first time she cheated on me. She cheated on me twice, as far as I know. Hey, it could have been many times, I don't know. Now when we broke up, we had been broken up about 4 weeks at this time. This girl was texting me,
the relationship was for 6 weeks.
So many numbers I've had to block, so many Instagrams I've had to block. Like, she was just crying. 1 minute she'll be trying to graft me, then the next minute threatening to unalive me again. It just kept going on and on. And then one day she must have messaged me a picture of an ultrasound scan. Now guys, I don't know anything about babies. I don't even know like how many weeks you can get an ultrasound scan, but she sent me a picture of an ultrasound scan, and I was like, what? And I was just like taken back by it. And you know that feeling when you get like a picture, your heart starts doing pitter-patter, pitter-patter. Yeah. And I thought to myself, I'm not gonna lie, and maybe some of my lesbianos out there can relate. Just think about it, girls, yeah. Think about it. If you've dealt with a girl and you suddenly get a picture of like a scan, an ultrasound scan, just for a second, don't judge me guys, just for a second.
I'm judging.
I thought, right, is that mine? Like, just for 0.1, just for 0.
How is it gonna be
just
yours?
for 0.1 of a second, I thought, is that mine? And my heart was going off, and I thought, no,
Are we
like,
for real?
behave yourself. And I said, what's this? So she mentioned I'm pregnant.
For
My heart
once.
just dropped. So I thought, not only did I know you cheated on me and you're stressing me out,
second,
I'm like
you
trying to
thought
get
it
back
was
me.
yours. How
Like,
did you get
are
her
because
pregnant,
you cheated on me
sir,
with a girl,
ma'am?
so I don't understand where this guy, what guy was involved. You know what I mean? So at this point, she must have been calling me. I said, why are you calling me? She's like, I'm pregnant. I said, what's that got to do with me? She's like,
No,
yeah,
for
it's
real.
yours. I just hung up.
That is
I
yours.
was pissed. And I thought, wait, what do you mean it's mine? She's like, are you going to help me look after the kid? I said, are you actually alright? Why would I help you look after this kid? It's nothing to do with me. And I said, furthermore, how many weeks are you? She says to me, 6 weeks.
Oh,
So I'm there like,
the
doing
whole
up calculations
relationship
like,
was 6 weeks.
wait, we've been broken up for 4 weeks at this point. And you're telling me you're 6 weeks pregnant. So that means you must have got with someone
2
do you know what I
weeks
mean, when we're
prior.
together. And I'm just all sorts of pissed. I thought, I'm never dealing with this girl again. Like, yeah, I was upset, but it was so much drama. I was just kind of like, I wanted to be done with it, innit? this girl did not leave me. And I have to make this very clear. Like I said, the mental health was mental health in. Guys, I had my own baby reindeer episodes. She was Martha levels. Do you get it? And just to
Baby
understand
reindeer is crazy. Have you guys seen baby reindeer?
Like till this day, it's 8 years on. Till this day, she still calls me. She still creates. I don't know how many Instagram accounts I've probably blocked of hers. Maybe 15. How many numbers of hers I've blocked? Too many. But alright, this time's running out. I'm gonna do a part 2. Story time on how my ex-girlfriend cheated on me with a guy, got pregnant and tried to convince that the baby is mine. Part 2. Yeah, so basically when she told me that the baby was mine, I hung up at this point. She called me back. She was like, Abs, the baby's yours. I said, oh shit, I'm not gonna name it. I said, are you alright? Why are you calling me? Hung up. To be honest, I was just pissed off at this point that she was even pregnant. Like, yet alone cheating, I was just pissed off. Now, I was forced to go through this whole pregnancy, this whole 9 months.
Oh, not forced.
And I'll be completely real. I thought she was lying. I thought she was just at this point just gone too far, trying to do anything to keep me. I genuinely thought she was just trying to make me jealous. When I say by force, no matter what numbers I blocked, it got to the point of emails. I was getting sent scans.
Emails? No, she really wanted you to know about this.
Like, these scans are fake. Like, I was putting it in Google. Like, you can obviously Google, like, baby scans. Like, these aren't even real. Like, I genuinely, like, I was showing my friends, like, these aren't even fucking real. Like
damn.
The whole 9 months. Instagram, so many blocks, Instagrams, everything. I was literally forced to go through this whole pregnancy with her. Until, I never forget, I thought this was a joke. I thought she was just, like, trying to, like, do you know what I mean, get me back. Until she sent me a picture from another foreign number of her holding baby.
So this is all real.
Thought, like, is that someone else's kid? Like, maybe someone else gave birth. This girl really went and had a baby. She's like, really got pregnant. I was so pissed. I'm not gonna lie, like I said, this was 8 years ago. It was a long time ago. And like I said, to this day, yeah, man, she's still a bit of a problem. Only up until basically a month ago, I deleted and I blocked another Instagram.
All this time?
Though, like, I did sort of pre her Facebook. That's how far we're talking, like, and I just see updates of the kid growing up. It's a cute kid, she has a daughter.
Okay.
Some of you have like, have you got the same ex? That's a bit crazy. So obviously I'm trying to keep certain things a bit like to a minimum. And what's crazy about this is like, when I made that first TikTok, not my last one, the actual, like that trending TikTok, yeah, so many of you have actually DM'd me saying you've had the same experience. Not even just studs, like so many of you femmes DM'd me saying you've had the same experience as well.
People are just doing all this in real life.
To the grave, do you get it?
It's crazy.
And I genuinely thought like I was the only person in the world, but it's just scary how, yeah, like some of you have been through the same experience. Obviously, 2 women can't have a kid. Like some of you write some dumb comments in there.
Obviously.
Like I said, at the point I was just a bit shocked, and I was like for a second, it was just for a second, I was like, do you know what I mean? My heart was beating. But yeah, the sad thing about it is, I genuinely think the kid got taken away from her, then went in a custody. Like I said, there was a lot of mental health issues here involved.
That explains a lot.
The first child she had kids before, they weren't really in her custody, which was a shame, and I felt really sorry for her.
Yeah.
So obviously I realised this is a lot of drama, a lot of ag, and it's something I didn't really involved in. But yeah, even now, like when she's tried to like message me, I remember one time I almost, but the things I've forgiven her, like it's not even now, like I'm a very forgiving person. But I just remember one time, like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, she had messaged me, like I'm a Christian, and like, I've got to go to church, yeah. And I remember she tried to use that to manipulate me. She was like, oh, like, she kept apologising. Every time she talked, she apologised, and I've told her I forgive you. But even if I forgive you, it doesn't mean I want you in my life. Do you understand?
Right.
And I remember one time she had messaged me, and she was like, oh, I'm changed, like I'm a Christian now, blah, blah. Because I used to try to take her to church. Like, I thought only God can help you. Do you get it? So I used to bring her to church, like everything. Like, I can't help you, innit? And then she was like, I've changed now, I'm an evangelist.
Oh, a whole evangelist, okay.
She was like, look, would you come to my church?
Yeah.
I thought about it, and I thought, you know what, like anyone that, you know what I mean, like wants to go on like a Christian journey, I'll always support it. You know what, let me maybe go and see, you know. I didn't know anything if the kid was still in her life, anything. Like I said, I was preying her, but I just weren't trying to get too involved. She sent me one address. Please tell me I'll put the address in this girl. I don't know what she's gonna do. Try and maybe actually unalive me. So, yeah,
Not her sitting in a dress that didn't even
but
exist.
what I will say, guys, make sure you wrap up. Studs, make sure you wrap up your dildos. Don't be getting anyone pregnant out here, yeah?
She's funny. I cannot. No, wrap up the
Story
deal.
time on how my ex-girlfriend cheated on me.
Wrap up the deal, do okay? Because we're not about to get this video demonetized. Wrap it up.
She told me that the baby was mine. I hung up
She's
at this point.
hilarious. I have to.